Hello, welcome to LifeTalk from May 10th, 2017. I'm Mark Crutcher.
And I'm Renee Hobbs. Thanks for joining us.
We had a little technical issue earlier. If you got a little clip of LifeTalk before we had an audio problem, so we had to stop and fix that. But we're back live.
Yeah, just a little glitch.
Anyway, you've got, Renee, is it just me because I'm getting old and half dead and worn out and all that sort of thing? That time just seems to fly. We're into May of 2017. It seems like yesterday, literally.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Almost halfway through the year. It's going by fast.
It's just amazing how the older you get, the quicker time goes by.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And when you have children, it goes even faster.
Well, I was fixing to say the other day, your two sons came up, and I hadn't seen your middle son or he's your youngest son. He's your middle child.
Right.
But anyway, I hadn't seen him for a few months. That kid has grown a foot.
He has. He's gone through a major growth spurt, and he's sleeping a lot again. So I guess we're going through another growth spurt. He's going through shoes like no other.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly they grow up. And my daughter is going to be 27 here in a few days, and of course she's adopted, as a lot of people know, and it literally seems like yesterday we were bringing her home from the lawyer's office where we picked her up. And she was 5 days old at that point. It's just astonishing how quickly. And when you're a kid, your parents talk about how short life is and how quickly, and you're just thinking, Mom, it seems like 2 years till Christmas is coming again.
Right. I know, and I know when I was between, let's say 0 or actually 2, 3 until 10 o'clock, I could not wait to be in my double digits there.
Right, 10 years old.
10 years old, I was excited. And then the teenage years, to be a teen.
Right. It is astonishing how quickly time goes. But anyway, off the subject, you've got something you're kind of exercised about today.
Yeah, well, there was that Undercover video that some of you may know about, that there was a undercover phone call to the New Mexico abortion clinic of a woman that was 30 weeks pregnant wanting to have an abortion. And
she had no problems.
She had no problems. The baby was healthy. The woman was healthy. Her excuse was that it was just an inconvenience. They wanted to keep the baby, but decided after her husband lost his job and they had a couple of other kids that it would just be best to terminate. So they let her go, called her back, and said that the doctor had accepted her case and they wanted to go ahead and schedule it. And in the initial phone call, they even went through the termination process, and that in itself. And when you think of a 30-week abortion, when a baby can survive at basically 23 weeks, that it's just horrific. It's sad.
And the thing about it is, it puts the absolute lie, complete bald-faced lie, that the abortion lobby consistently tells that women don't have, or that abortion clinics won't do, 30-week purely elective abortions.
And here they are.
And we've known that as a bald-faced lie for years.
Right.
But of course, their buddies in the media conceal this and cover it up.
Absolutely.
They're not going to talk about it.
It gets covered completely.
And it shows the moral degeneracy of our enemies and our people on the other side of this abortion issue. That they would defend this. Now, let's point out something. There's a couple of things we need to point out here.
Sure. Yeah.
There are some pro-aborts out there who are saying they are aghast at this. They know that this is a PR nightmare. So they're going to feign their outrage at this elective 30-week abortion. First off, we don't need to let them get away with that. I want to ask them, if you wouldn't get outraged at an 8-week abortion, but you are at a 30-week abortion, where did this baby suddenly become a baby to you?
Right.
And because every time we try to pass laws that prevent abortion at any stage, these are the same exact people who fight it tooth and nail.
Right.
So from a pro-abortion standpoint, the hypocrisy is overwhelming, and we're not going to give them the moral high ground and letting them be outraged about this 30-week abortion.
Right, And there hasn't been a whole lot of study done on this. I am a complete believer that I saw a study that at 8.5 weeks, the nerve receptacles in a child is more developed than anything, and even that 8.5 week abortion is more painful than anybody could ever imagine.
Well, and you've seen these ultrasound videos of a baby that the second the abortion starts, or first trimester, the heart rate of the baby goes through the roof.
Right.
And they jump around and they try to get away from the instruments and so forth.
Right. And we did a report of a girl that went in and had an abortion, and she said that she could tell her baby had moved to one side of the uterus trying to escape from the needle,
right,
or the suction curettage going in and sucking the baby out. And just, I mean, to visualize that and to picture that is just...
But here's the point. So first off, we don't need to give these pro-aborts any moral cover on this.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
if you're going to try to feign outrage at this 30-week abortion, you're a liar, because you cannot tell me any distinction between that 30-week baby and a 6-week baby, an 8-week baby, whatever on the other end. You cannot come up with one.
Right. No.
And also, you'll be the first people out there marching in the streets if we tried to pass a ban on elective 30-week abortions. You'd be the first ones in the streets fighting it.
Yeah, because it's a woman's choice.
Right. But but we also need to make a point to the pro-life community. Forget these pro-aborts. They're moral defectives. You're never going to get a moral argument through to these people. So don't worry about that, and don't let them feign like they are morally outraged. But here's what we need to understand from the pro-life community. It's totally understandable and acceptable that you're going to visually see a 30-week abortion is much more horrific than a first trimester, 8-week, 10-week abortion. That's understandable. But we need to put this in a moral context. The pro-life position is that at the moment of fertilization, a new human life is created. And that human life is entitled to the same legal protections as a 5-year-old child or a 50-year-old man or you or me or anybody watching this. There is no distinction. And episodes like this give us a good platform to make that point with the American people. The pro-life movement, I understand why we're getting all bent out of shape about this. But the fact is that 3,000 abortions are going to go on today, and every one of those abortions, I don't care when they occur, I don't care if they occur at 30 seconds after fertilization, every one of those abortions is as morally indefensible and morally horrific as the 30-week abortion that actually was not an abortion. It was just a fake phone call, and that's fine.
But they would have done it.
But they would have done it, right? And they do them every day.
Yeah.
But we have to be as morally outraged as the pro-life movement. We have to be as morally outraged about a 6-week abortion or an 8-week abortion or an abortion at any point as we would be about this 30-week abortion, even though this 30-week abortion is more visually upsetting.
Right.
Because if we don't take that position, then the position that we're taking is no different than the position of the abortion lobby. Because they're saying that, yes, at some stages these babies are disposable, and at other stages they may not be. We can't take that position. Our position has to always remain the same, and that is that from the moment of fertilization, a new human life is created, and it is as indefensible to take that life 30 seconds later as it is to take this life at 30 weeks.
Right.
And so I want to warn everybody out there, I understand that we can use this to expose the hypocrisy of the other side.
Absolutely.
And the fact that they have lied through their teeth for years. But on the other hand, we need to make certain that we do not suggest that morally there is a distinction between their willingness to kill that 30-week baby and their willingness to kill a baby at 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 8 weeks or whatever it might be.
Right.
That's a distinction we should not be drawing as the pro-life movement, because we lose credibility when we do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, did you have anything else on that, or
No, I don't.
pretty much said your piece, did you?
That's right.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you have any questions or comments or subjects that you'd like to have us discuss, go ahead and share those with us. And also, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just go to Life Dynamics, and then you'll see LifeTalk. Thank you so much. Y'all
Thank
have
you.
a great day.
Right. Until next time, remember, Life Dynamics is not here to put up a good fight. We're here to win, because winning is how this killing is going to stop. We'll see you next time.